Fade in. Interior, small soundstage, night. There are a few lights set up around, illuminating a portion of the floor. A table, draped with a dark felt cloth, is set up nearby. Peter, mid-50s, tall and plump, wearing a dark blue cowl pulled up over his head, is laying out a pentagram on the floor using tape. He puts a candlestick at each point on the pentagram and lights them. The candlesticks come from different sets, so they are mismatched. Peter goes to the table where a framed photograph of a young woman, Kate, 30, dark hair and eyes, sits, along with a ceremonial dagger and a chalice. The table is covered with black felt. There are a few old, tattered books of arcane lore there, with a stained notebook open to a page with scribbled notes and an amateurish drawing of a pentagram. There are a few drops of dried blood on the page as well. He lights the two candles. Then he picks up the picture and stares at it. He is remembering. Peter, voiceover. Kate, is everything okay? Kate, voiceover. Sure, just got myself into a bit of a bind. I'll pay you back, I swear. Peter puts the picture down and picks up the dagger and stares at it. Kate. Peter, I'm so sorry. I got into some trouble. Peter, who hit you? Kate, I need some more money. Peter grunts as he slashes the back of his right arm, holding it over the chalice. Peter, okay, but this is it. I can't help you anymore. In his mind, he hears an insistent knocking, someone pounding desperately on the door. Kate, Peter, help me, please. He says he's going to kill me. Peter. Peter squeezes his fist and blood drips into the chalice. He carries the chalice and the hair tie to the pentagram, placing them both at its center. Peter steps back and pauses, staring at the pentagram. He's remembering a conversation he had with Detective Landis, 30, female. Peter. Yes, that's her. That's Kate. Landis. I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Archer. Peter. How did she die? Landis. She was stabbed and bled out in the alley. She had your phone number and address written on a piece of paper in her purse. Are you related? Peter. No, we grew up across the street from each other. Peter kneels. And then he begins to chant. O Bellerophon, I summon thee. O Bellerophon, I summon thee. He stands up and walks around the pentagram. O Bellerophon, I summon thee. O Bellerophon, I summon thee. He pauses, slipping the cowl down, showing his face. Peter. Stupid. I'm so stupid. He walks over to the table, then he stops, as if he heard something. He turns around and sees nothing, and then turns back to the table. He turns back around when he hears metal hitting the floor. He turns to see the chalice rolling around inside the pentagram, empty of the blood he'd shed into it. Standing in the middle of the pentagram is Bellerophon, female, 12. She's holding the hair tie. Peter. Kate? Bellerophon. It was not the most ostentatious evocation, but thank you for not using pig's blood. Peter walks towards Bellerophon, stopping just outside the pentagram. Peter. I don't understand. Bellerophon. That I appeared to you in this form? That was your choice, not mine. Who is this child to you? Peter. She was my friend, and she was not a child when she died. Bellerophon holds up the hair tie. How old was she when she used this? Peter. About your age, I guess. Bellerophon. I see. She was murdered, and you desire vengeance. Peter. Yes. Bellerophon, I deliver justice, not vengeance. Peter, aren't they the same thing? Bellerophon, not always. And this one's killer was himself murdered recently, yes? Peter, yes, he was in prison and another inmate killed him. Bellerophon, then why did you summon me? Peter, I need to know if I contributed to her death. Peter sits on the floor just outside the pentagram. Bellerophon, you did not kill her. Peter, no, but I could have prevented it. She always called me when she was in trouble. The last time I decided not to bail her out anymore. The next day she was found dead in an alley, stabbed. That was 12 years ago. I haven't been able to move on with my life. I've lost my career, my friends, everything because of this. Bellerophon, what do you want from me? Peter, you must know the circumstances, right? So you can do what you do, so you can hunt down whoever is responsible? Bellerophon, yes. Peter, that's what I want to know. Bellerophon, I see. Very well. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought. I'm bleeding. Peter, stop. Please stop. Just tell me. Don't do it this way. Bellerophon, somebody, so much blood. Peter, please don't do it this way. Bellerophon, just one more hit. One more pipe. Please, let me live long enough to spark one more. Bellerophon sighs. Peter, that was it? Bellerophon, yes. Peter, that's what she thought as she was dying. Bellerophon, indeed. Peter, no, I don't believe you. Bellerophon, she was an addict. The last time she loved anything else was when she was 12 and you were 14 and you lived across the street from each other. You were her world. But then her world grew smaller and didn't have much room for you anymore, even as she stayed and grew in yours. In the end, she only thought of you when she needed you. Her addiction replaced you. The one you befriended has been gone for quite some time before her death. The verdict of the universe in this crime is not guilty. It grieves me to say. Peter, why? Bellerophon, it diminishes me among my kind to return empty-handed. Yet I must. Justice has been served. Say the words and release me now. Peter, I don't think I'm done with you yet. Bellerophon turns and walks to the rear of the pentagram. She keeps her back to Peter. Bellerophon, yes, you are. I hate it here, Peter. I want to go home. Peter, don't pretend to be her. I summoned you. I know what you are. Bellerophon turns to face Peter. Bellerophon, insolent. I tower over you like the moon towers over the deepest depths of the ocean. Worm. Peter, and yet you can't step over a piece of tape on the floor. Bellerophon, wait until one of these candles goes out. You will suffer greatly. Peter, I've already suffered. I've wasted my whole life for no reason. Everything is gone, and it was for nothing. Bellerophon, remember, Peter, that summer that Grandma was sick and Mom had to stay with her, so I had to stay with you and your mom? We had so many adventures, riding our bikes all over town, exploring. Peter, yes, I do. I remember. I think about that all the time. Those were the happiest days of my life. Peter sighs, smiles, then leans over and blows out one of the candles. He and Bellerophon look at each other. Bellerophon smiles too. Bellerophon takes a step towards Peter, and then suddenly both of them are gone, the cowl collapsing, empty now, a small splatter of blood on the floor. Fade out. Hello, this is Jay Franklin Evans. Thank you for listening to this episode of Stories That Suck. Did this story suck? Let me know.